Joe Biden has opened a clear path to the White House with crucial wins over Donald Trump in Wisconsin and Michigan, closing off one of the president's best routes to re-election. That's after Trump falsely declared victory in Pennsylvania with more than 1 million ballots yet to be counted.
After a long night of counting, it's clear that we're winning enough states to reach 270 electoral votes needed to win the presidency. I'm not here to declare that we've won, but I am here to report that when the count is finished, we believe we will be the winners.
Our government reporter Greg Giroux joins us from Washington. Greg, and as we speak just a couple of minutes ago, we heard from the Supreme Court telling Democrats to respond by Thursday to President Trump's challenge on those late arriving Pennsylvania ballots. What's going on there?
Yeah, so the Trump campaign wants to intervene in the count of Pennsylvania, where a lot of votes were cast by mail. And during the pandemic, this was a popular option to vote, especially among Democrats who preferred the vote by mail option more than Republicans who, under President Trump's urging, voted more in person. It was a more popular option for them. And the Trump campaign wants to kind of get rid of the rule of set by the Pennsylvania Supreme Court that allows these mail-in votes to be tallied and received as late as Friday, 3 days after the election, if so long as they are postmarked by Election Day. He's trying to have those, he has an objection to those votes, but it's not clear that this can succeed. Pennsylvania is vital to President Trump's narrow path to re-election, and Joe Biden is just 6 votes away from the 270 electoral vote majority needed to win the presidency, which he could do if he wins the state of Nevada. He does not need Pennsylvania to win the presidency.
How concerned should everyone really be about this drawn-out process and the legal implications of the fight that the Trump administration and Trump's lawyers are setting up at the moment that we see in a couple of states, as well as the prospects of potentially taking a look at a recount if the margins stay as slim as they do?
Yeah, it really depends on the margins in states. Recounts can be triggered if the margins are very, very tight. It's not clear to me in the states that matter if the margins will be close enough to trigger recounts. And in some instances, you can ask for recounts regardless of the margin. Elections, American elections are very litigious, and this, you have a lot of sometimes last-ditch efforts to intervene in ballot counting cases like this. It's not unusual to see lawsuits filed in closely contested elections like this.
Greg, but I can't but help point out what's happening with polling. I mean, the expectation was consistently for perhaps a blue wave or at least an easier path for Joe Biden, not to mention that the Senate right now does not look good for Democrats, neither the House. They actually lost a few seats.
Yes, that's right. The Republicans overperformed in the election, President Trump's struggles notwithstanding. Even though President Trump is not likely to win re-election under the current projections, what we are seeing is that Republicans almost certainly will hold their majority in the U.S. Senate, which was a majority that was very much in danger. Democrats expected on election night to win a majority in the U.S. Senate. And in the House of Representatives, Democrats expected to increase their majority there, augment that majority, and give them a stronger hand in that chamber. But the Republicans, in fact, are going to pick up seats there, which is going to weaken the negotiating power and political clout of Speaker Nancy Pelosi somewhat.